Hey, this is Lucas and Otto here from Sturtevants. We're here to talk about why a few of our Wakesurf boards are different. The first board we're going to talk about is this hyperlite speedster here. Definitely fits into more of that beginner to intermediate category. It's a longer board with a wider base and it's compression molded, so it sits deeper in the water. It's also got three pretty big fins on the back of the board, so it helps it track straighter through the water. So definitely a really good beginner board to start with.
All right, and this is going to be a liquid force pod. So this is another compression molded board. So on top of sitting deeper in the water, as Lucas said, it's also a lot more durable. So you're not as worried about it getting dinged up. You can just live in the boat. With the pod, you're going to a much wider base than the speedster, so you're going to have a lot more direct push. Your board's going to feel like it's going a little bit faster, but your trade-off is it's going to feel a little slower on that edge to edge. Board's running a 4-fin setup, 2 bigger fins and a trailer set, and that's going to either give you a lot of stability if you have all 4 in, or if you want to make the board react a little bit faster, you can pull those back 2 fins out, and it drastically changes how that board rides for you.
Next one we have to talk about here is the Big Easy from Conley. This is an epoxy board, one of the longer boards on the wall that we have, coming in at a 5'6". It's considered more of a house hunter board, likes to track straighter through the water again too, especially with a solid 3-fin setup. But if you ride it with just the 2 outside fins, it can become a really nice turny board that's still really fun to ride with some more open water surf characteristics.
Okay, now to go a little bit faster, I have the Ronix sprocket here. This is what we consider the Batmobile of surfboards. Being a fully compression molded board, again, it's going to sit deeper in the water. You end up having some really firm red edges to it. So with that, your edge is going to sit a lot deeper into the water. You're going to get a lot more reaction for smaller inputs. You have a huge amount of channeling through the tail as well, just to help bring that board up to speed that much faster. Cool thing with Ronix is they have their finesse system for fins. So super easy, quick change system. Just push down, pull out, you now have 1 less fin. So you can make that board react a lot faster and you're not spending a lot of time playing with fins, you're spending more time playing in the water.
Second to last board here, the one truly dedicated skim board that we have here to talk about is the Skimmer from Ronix. This board has really sharp rails to it, which makes it really reactive, and also has a bullet tail design, so it likes to spin and do more 360 skim style tricks. It's carbon fiber board, so really lightweight. It also comes equipped with their new wax mat cush. Cool thing about this is that this mat is really comfortable to stand on. Also gives you really good grip, because once it gets wet, it gets a lot more grippy. Also comes equipped with that finesse system that Otto was talking about. So it's really easy to replace it with a 1-inch fin. This particular board comes with a 2.5-inch fin.
All right, and last but not least, if you want to feel super fancy, we have the new Hyperlite bucket chucker. This is the 5-foot, it comes in a 4/8 as well. With this, you're then going to a fully hand-shaped epoxy board, so it becomes nice and fancy for you. This does start to come up in the price though. With it, you're getting a lot lighter weight board. It's going to react a lot faster. You're going to feel like you can really bring that nose around, and if you're wanting to air off the wake, you really have a good launch platform. You have a little bit of channeling through the tail just to help add a little more speed. You have a 4-fin setup, so you can definitely get a lot of reaction out of it if you want to run 4 big beefy fins at the same time. If you want to run just those 2 forward fins, you get a huge amount of reaction. Fun thing about this board is it's a blank, so whatever you want on the board you can put on it, no excess, no unnecessary, but you got to think about that when you're looking at it. And there's also a lot of other boards behind us here today. We're just here to provide information. If you want to really get a good idea for what board is the best board for you, come on in, give us a call. We're always here and happy to help. We'll figure out what's the best board for you.
Go. Just a quick recap, this is the Hyperlite Barley Speedster. Super solid beginner to intermediate board. The liquid force pod, wider tail, rounder rails, a little bit more muted response. Conley Big Easy. Great for those guys who want a more relaxed ride. Also really good for boats with a lot smaller of a wake.
Ronix sprocket if you really want to go fast and chase and push. The Ronix Carbon Air 3 if you want to get your spin on. And then the bucket chucker if you want to be the guy on the block that has the snazziest gear. That's all your own. We have a lot of other boards here as well. And if you have any questions, by all means, feel free to give us a call. Come on in. This is Otto and Lucas here at Sturtevants, and we're happy for the summer.